Hi, everybody in the United Kingdom. I always wanted to live in a kingdom, by the way. How is that? No, but seriously, this is Michael Moore, and I have been reading about what's been going on over there regarding the NHS and the efforts by the new government to privatize it. And I just want to say, speaking as an American to you in terms of what I've witnessed with our experience here with this private system that we have, this is the absolute last thing that you want to do. Turning something that is so precious, something that you really invented and gave to the world. I mean, so many people copied various parts of your system and cobbled it together into their own system because they believed that being able to see a doctor if you got sick was a basic human right. For anybody to try and take that away now and put it in the hands of profit-hungry corporations, it would be the absolute worst thing to happen to you. And I mean, you can watch my movie and you can see many examples of what happens when you allow the private insurance companies to rule the system. They have a responsibility to their shareholders. In fact, they legally are required to do everything they can to make as much money as possible for their shareholders. And if they don't, they can be brought up on charges. And so the whole system is set up to motivate them to every day say, how can we make more money off the sick? And the best way to make money off the sick is to provide them with as little care as possible, because care costs money. And the way we get to keep our money and send them out as profits to our shareholders is to provide very little of that care. And what care we give, make sure that we spend as little on it as possible. So I know all the complaints and issues and criticisms of the NHS. If people think that this piece of that or that is bad now or needs to be fixed now, wait till you get the privatized system. You will rue the day that you allowed this to happen. And listen, I love being an American. I love this country. I know a lot of the good that the people of this country do. I know that you like us. At least you like us as people. But we have so many serious problems as a result of the fact that we allow the wealthy to really run the show here. And we got so many of our ideas about democracy from you, and it served us well for a long period of time. I mean, it took us a while to figure certain things out that you figured out before us, like slavery was a bad idea. You figured that out already before we did. Women should vote. You figured that out. So you've always been, ahead of the curve here. Why you would want to fall behind the curve and follow a very broken, rotten, inhumane system makes absolutely no sense to me. Because if you do that, here's what's going to happen. If you keep growing the gap between rich and poor in your country, if you keep that disparity going, you're going to end up with more of the social problems like we have, that you don't have to the extent that we have them right now. So if you don't like the current crime rate in the UK, just wait till you have enough people bankrupted and broken because of healthcare bills. Do you realize that healthcare bills are the number one cause of bankruptcy in our country? Number one. And it's the number one cause of homelessness in our country. Why you would want to switch to a system like that, which will only then multiply the social problems, crime, drug use, alcoholism, divorce, all the sort of collapse of the social order that are created when the profit people get to call the shots. All I can do is really beg you not to go that route, to fight for the system, make the NHS better, address the concerns that average people have about the NHS, and make the government's priorities as such that health and people's health and taking care of people when they get sick becomes a top priority again. Quit following the lead of the United States, for crying out loud. I mean, you followed us into Iraq. You followed us, down the rabbit hole here on so many levels. We're doing our best to crawl out of it. It's hard to crawl out of it with you on our backs. So stay out of our hole. Keep the good system that you have. Make it better. And realize that the only reason your current government is even in there is because the previous government let the people down. They broke faith with the public, and so you're stuck with a guy now who, he's got nice hair and he rides a bike, but he's up to no good. So hang in there. I'm with you. I'll be over there in the fall. If you need my help, I'll do what I can to do that. Thank you.